Now, I think now my my voice is audible to all of you. Yeah. Good afternoon. Namaskar. Namaskaram to all my participants, my respected participants. And thanks to B.R. Ambedkar Open University and SEMCA for giving me the opportunity for second day to interact with you yesterday. I thoroughly enjoyed the interaction with you all. And I wish this will be continued for next 5 days till the Friday evening. So before I proceed further, can I request you to switch on your webcams for some time? आप अपने अपने वेबकैम को थोड़ा ऑन करके रख लीजिएगा, आपसे बहुत मेहरबानी होगी. మీరు మీ వెబ్కామ్స్ ని కొంత సమయం వరకు ఆన్ లో ఉంచగలరు. And yesterday I have told you, sorry, the reason I told you that teaching learning cannot be a mechanical job, and unless and until you can see the participants, and that's the reason the government of India under new educational policy has thought of this blended learning. Yesterday I have explained to you, and the government has constituted a 5-member committee. I am the one of the member of the committee. I was given the responsibility to prepare the concept note of the blended learning. Sorry, I'm having a back-to-back workshop, so it's a little difficult. So they have given a responsibility, so we have prepared the document, and the document was put into the public domain. So document వరకు బాగుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఆ డాక్యుమెంట్ ని ప్రాక్టికల్ గా ఎలా తీసుకురావాలి? That is the one of the very, very important point, because since I was told by Dr. Ravindranath, people from Andhra and Telangana are attending, so I took a little liberty to speak little bit of Telugu. Okay, so by any chance, if enough of you are finding difficulty to understand Telugu, నాకు ఇబ్బంది లేదు, నేను 6 languages I can speak. So language is not a barrier here. That message is very important to understand. So yesterday what we started, in the last week you understood the what is the framework of this blended learning, what is the ecosystem, tarvata what are the components of that ecosystem, and meeku already మూడు ప్రధానమైన issues మన ముందు ఉన్నాయని చెప్పాను. Number 1, we want to make these classes interactive. First of all, not only interactive, impactful, engaging, interesting and challenging. 4 ప్రధానమైన విషయాలండి. ఇంపాక్ట్ఫుల్ ఎలా చేయాలి, ఎలా ఎఫెక్టివ్ గా ఎంగేజ్ చేయాలి, ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ గా ఎలా చెప్పాలి, తర్వాత మొత్తం ప్రాసెస్ ని ఛాలెంజింగ్ గా ఎలా చేయాలి. నేను ఒక విషయం చాలా గర్వంగా చెప్పగలను మీ అందరికీ, తెలుగు రాబట్టే నేను ఇన్ని విషయాలు మాట్లాడగలుగుతున్నాను. నేను గడిచిన 45 సంవత్సరాలుగా ఢిల్లీలో ఉంటాను. చాలా రేర్ గా నాకు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడే అవకాశం వస్తుంది, రేర్ గా. సో ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ టు స్పీక్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ మై, హిందీలో అంటారు చూసారా, हमारे मन की भावना प्रकट करने के लिए एक जरिया मिल गया. సో అది చాలా అవసరం. ఎవరో పెద్ద ఆయన చెప్పారు, ఉద్యోగం రావాలంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ రావాలి, ఉద్యోగం నిలబడాలంటే తెలుగు రావాలి. అలాగా ప్రధానంగా నేను ఆ విధంగా ప్రాక్టికల్ గా చూసిన వాడిని కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నాను. సో ఈ బ్లెండెడ్ లెర్నింగ్ గురించి ఎందుకు మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నాం మనం? There are 2 important reasons. We are conventional classroom based teachers to start with, and due to this technology, due to this corona pandemic, we have adapted the technology mediated teaching learning process. అంటే టెక్నాలజీ mediated teaching learning process అంటే ఏం చేసాం మనం? Only using the synchronous learning platform we started giving the lectures. అంటే అది Zoom కావచ్చు, Google Meet కావచ్చు, and so many tools are there which is supporting the synchronous learning. But synchronous learning is not enough. Just imagine your conventional classes. మనం అక్కడ ఏం చేసేవాళ్ళం? క్లాస్లో వెళ్ళి హాయిగా నిలబడి పాఠం చెప్పి నోట్స్ ఇచ్చి తర్వాత పిల్లలకి చాలా ఇష్యూస్ ఉంటాయి, మనం అడ్రస్ చేస్తున్నాం. So there are so many issues we have been addressing the students over there. So when it comes to the technology mediated, first of all, we teachers got struggled. I told you yesterday that I've been using these technologies for the last 15 years. And during that time, very few people are using it, and it will be difficult for me to convince. But this is how I've been doing it. So when we move towards the blended learning environment, blended learning, there are several options. Chala simple ga chepta. It has got two important components. Okati, when the students are in front of you, when the students are in front of you for the offline mode of teaching, what you will do? When the students are away from the class, what you will do? తర్వాత ఈ రెండు ప్రాసెస్ ని ఏ విధంగా సింక్ చేయగలుగుతున్నాం మనం? How we are syncing these two processes, that is blended. ఈ మొత్తం ఎపిసోడ్ లో, and what we are expecting, we want to make the process of learning impactful, engaging, interesting and challenging. So what are the prerequisites are there? I think already the earlier sessions, previous week, people must have clarified all these things. First of all, we must be a good subject expert. First of all, no doubt, no second thought. Second thing, you must be a good pedagogical expert. And which are the pedagogical options we can use it? Malli ikkada kuda, how to make impactful. Tarvata third important thing is technology, good technological exposure. నాలుగో ప్రధానమైన ఇష్యూ అండి, నేను చెప్పానో లేదో గుర్తులేదు, లాంగ్వేజ్. మా క్లాసెస్ అండి ఢిల్లీలో నేను పనిచేసే సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీలో ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్తాం. ఎనీబడి టెల్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంగ్లీష్? జనార్దన్ రెడ్డి గారు, వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంగ్లీష్? సరే, మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ అవ్వలేదు పోతున్నారేమో. మీరు చాట్ యూ కెన్ టైప్ ఇన్ ది చాట్ సార్, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ అండ్ హిందీ సార్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ, మన సోలమన్ గారు కరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పారు. సో కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ హిందీ అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్. So my classes are basically this. I should supposed to teach in only in English medium, but most of my students are from the Hindi background. So I want to take them along with me, since I speak, read and write in Hindi comfortably like any other language. Only because of my own mother tongue, all these things are happening, and so it's been happening there. So first one, subject expertise. Second one, the pedagogical expertise. Third one, the technological expertise. Fourth one, the language expertise. And the fifth very, very important point is 3 P's. I said, 3 P'lu andi. Nenu cheppanu already. Passion, patience and perseverance. So many proposals are coming to improve the quality of teaching, quality of assessment, quality of learning. ఇది ఎవరి వల్ల సాధ్యం అవుతుందో తెలుసా? టెక్నాలజీ కాదండి, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కాదండి, హ్యూమన్ వేర్. Unfortunately, we should focus on the human wear component. That is the reason this workshop is being conducted. We want to focus the teacher. We want to sensitize the teacher. We want to orient the teacher. We want to train the teacher. Training ఎలా ఉండాలి? Both theoretical and practical oriented. And before bringing the practical, అంతేగాని ఉదయం థియరీ మధ్యాహ్నం ప్రాక్టికల్. మేము ఎప్పుడో ఇంజనీరింగ్ చదువుతున్నప్పుడు మాకు ఇలాగే చేసేవారు. ఉదయం థియరీ చెప్పి మధ్యాహ్నం ప్రాక్టికల్ చేసుకోండి అనేవారు. ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నావో తెలియదు. అక్కడ మాకు ఎవరో పాపం ల్యాబ్లో ఎవరో ఉండేవాడు, ఆయన పాపం ఏదో హెల్ప్ చేసేవాడు. ఇప్పుడు అవన్నీ పోయినాయి. నేనేం చెప్తాను ఇప్పుడు, I follow 4 quadrant approach అని చెప్తాను. That is, I practically implementing. What is the 4 quadrant approach? మీ 90 నిమిషాల క్లాస్లో, మీ 60 నిమిషాల క్లాస్లో ఈ 4 కాంపోనెంట్లు ఉండాలి. లెక్చర్, డిస్కషన్, డిమాన్స్ట్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ టూల్స్ అండ్ టెక్నిక్స్ అండ్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఆన్ యాక్టివిటీ. Lecture component, discussion component, demonstration of the tools and techniques, and fourth one is hands-on component. Yenduku ante this entire process, if you create this like this, It motivates, engages, and encourages the learner. Learner motivation కావాలండి, engagement కావాలి, encouragement కావాలి. So there are so many methods are there. మీరు చాలా మంది అడగచ్చు, సార్ ఇది ఏ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ పబ్లికేషన్ లో పీర్ రివ్యూడ్ జర్నల్లో ఉందండి? ఇది ఎక్కడా లేదండి. ఇదంతా మన ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్. చాలా మంది అయితే అడుగుతారు నన్ను, సార్ ఇవి మీరు ఎక్కడైనా రాశారా? ఎందుకు రాయాలి? రాస్తూనే ఉన్నాం చాలా చోట్ల. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఎవర్ రీసెర్చ్ యూ డూ, వాట్ ఎవర్ డే టు డే యూ డూ, then I showed you my own learning portal. So what are the things required? First of all, subject expertise, pedagogical expertise, technological expertise. Yesterday in the content ee mottham ee 1 week anta kuda మనం టెక్నాలజికల్ ఎక్స్పర్టీస్ డెవలప్ చేసే ప్రాసెస్ లో భాగంగా చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ టెక్నాలజికల్ ఎక్స్పర్టీస్, లాంగ్వేజ్ ఎక్స్పర్టీస్, వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అండ్ తర్వాత 3 P's: ప్యాషన్, పేషెన్స్ అండ్ పెర్సీవరెన్స్. ప్యాషన్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ప్యాషన్ కి నాకు తెలుగు పదం సరిగ్గా రావలేదు. తర్వాత ఉర్దూలో అయితే దీన్ని జజ్బా అంటారు. Passion, without passion you cannot be a teacher. Many times, power stop, PowerPoint stop, lecture stop. I fail to understand what is that. Because why I am telling sir very important all these things, because మనము 2020 మార్చి ముందు వరకు మనం, అంటే నేను కూడా అందులో, నేను ఏమి ఎక్సెప్షన్ కాదు. వాట్ ఎవర్ వీ హ్యావ్ బీన్ టీచింగ్, మన స్టూడెంట్స్ కానీ వాళ్ళకే తెలుసు. దేర్ పేరెంట్స్ మే నాట్ బి నోయింగ్ ఇట్, దేర్ స్పౌస్ మే నాట్ బి నోయింగ్ ఇట్. ఇప్పుడు మా అమ్మాయి క్లాస్ లాస్ అవుతోంది, మా అబ్బాయి లాస్ అవుతున్నాడు. వాళ్ళు when they are attending the class, I as a parent, I'm watching them what they are teaching. Understand carefully what the teachers are teaching. ప్యాషన్ తెలుగులో ఏమన్నారండి? అభిరుచి కాదే, అభిరుచి అమ్మా, ఏమో నాకు అభిరుచి అండ్ ప్యాషన్ కాదు. సరే, నేను దీని తర్వాత చెప్తాను. నేను నిఘంటువు చూసి చెప్తాను. ఓకే, నిఘంటువు ఉంది నా దగ్గర. ఆ నిఘంటువు చూసే అవకాశం మీరు కల్పించారు, తర్వాత చూసి చెప్తాను. ఇంకా ముందు 5 రోజులు ఉంది, మనం ఇంకా సరదాగా చెప్పుకోవాలి పాట. సో ద పాయింట్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు సే దట్, సో ది ప్యాషన్, పేషెన్స్, పెర్సీవరెన్స్. నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్, లాస్ట్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ ది thorough understanding of the ecosystem and the components. Ante when you are talking about the blended learning ecosystem, you should understand thoroughly what is blended learning, what constitutes తీవ్రమైన భావావేశం కాదు. సరే ఇవన్నీ నేను చూస్తున్నాను. ఇవన్నీ మీ నేను ఈ పదాలు జనార్దన్ రెడ్డి గారు మీరు చెప్పాలి, నాకు తెలుగులో ఇది కరెక్ట్ అవునో కాదో ఈ పదానికి. Okay, so the ecosystem. So yesterday what we started, so last week you have understood about what is the blended learning, what constitutes the ecosystem, and what are the components. So ee varam when I started yesterday, I started with the basic, the netting better window, basic ICT skills for teaching and learning. Ekkada start chesam dinni? We started with the Google Drive, cloud storage. Tapana, adi. Tapana, yes, Tapana passion ayi undachu. Okay, మాకు ఒక 2 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి తెలుగు పేపర్ ఆగిపోయిందండి ఢిల్లీలో. తెలుగు పేపర్ వచ్చుంటే చాలా విషయాలు తెలిసి, తెలుగు పేపర్ ఆగిపోయింది. బట్ తెలుగు పేపర్ చదువుతున్నాను నేను. బట్ ఎస్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ increasing my Shabdakosh of Telugu. Okay, very very happy to note that. So what is important, yesterday we started with the basic. So where we are starting, so for which actually I have planned one small project work for you. One small project work I will be giving you. I don't want to give the MCQs kind of a thing, so I will give a small project work, and I request you to complete that project work. And in that project work, many things whatever I have been doing are going to be covered. So what is the project work? I am going to share it with you. And before that, yesterday when I started this, I started with the basic exposure on Google Drive. Google Drive is a place. Google Drive is a place where you can keep anyone. Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, any chala rakala cloud storage options. So that the biggest advantage, what I've said, is you can access the material. You can, you can update the material on the move, and so many things can be done. So one of the important competency, ICT competency, that every teacher must be must have is about the Google Drive. So Google Drive lo ఏమేమి చెప్పుకున్నాం, ఆ Google Drive ని యాక్సెస్ ఎలా చేయాలి, how to create a folder, how to create a subfolder, how to create a subfolder, then how to create a file. అక్కడ Google Drive లో 3 ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, డాక్స్ అని, షీట్ అని, స్లైడ్ అని. The equivalence of doc is MS-DOS లో Word. The equivalence of sheet is MS-DOS lo Excel. The equivalence of slide is Microsoft PowerPoint. So yesterday we have seen it. Today we will be going little deeper into that. So నిన్న చెప్పిన డెమాన్స్ట్రేషన్ లో మీకు ఏమైనా ఇబ్బందులు ఉన్నా ఇబ్బంది పడకుండా మీరు చాట్ బాక్స్ లో అడగండి. I will repeat it. See, my only point is I'm here to facilitate to you. Okay, it may be one session, it may be 2 times, it may be 3 times also. So because since at the same time I want you should practice also along with me. Okay, that is the very important point one should keep in mind. So first of all, let me start with the project work which I thought of sharing with you in this regard. So this is the project work. I just want to share it with you. And this is the sample blended learning project work I will be sharing in the chat box. Okay. Sample blended learning. Yesterday already I shared with you, but again I'm sharing once again. This is the project work. And I wish every participant should make an attempt to complete this project work. What is the significance of this project work and how do we attempt it? And I am going to cover during during this 10 sessions of this one. This is the first thing. Second thing is, how do we submit this project work? How do we submit this project work? And again, there is a sample file. Again, there is a sample file I am sharing. Sample project file to be submitted. Again, I am saying only for reference purpose only. Okay, చాలా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన విషయం అండి. So kindly download these 2 files and kindly confirm to me you could able to access these files. Then I will explain to you in detail. I request all the participants kindly download these 2 files. And because since you cannot unmute yourself, just give me a thumbs up. Finally, you have opened it, this file. The sample file is again very interesting and important file. Let me explain to you that. So there are 2 important files I have shared with you. One is the project file. Monica, download chesavamma? Done? Good. And whatever I'm going to teach during this remaining 8 sessions, everything will be covered in this project one. And these 2 files, I request you to kindly download on a local computer, preferably in a Word format, so that you could able to work on this one. If you confirm, then I will move ahead. Okay. Okay, I think many of them are saying done. So I will be moving further. First of all, let me explain to you this project file. I think everyone, Venkateshwar Garu, done, sir? Just show me your thumbs up, sir. That's all. I could able to see you on the screen. Done? Oh, great. Wonderful, sir. What about Avinash? Done? Very good, very good. So I think others also, because I could able to see around 5 to 6 people. Dr. Janardhan Reddy, done? Okay, because you are unable to, I am unable to hear you people. So, right. So what is this project file? I think I request you to kindly look at this, this one on your screens, please. See, this is basically designing a sample blended learning course. Okay. So in this blended learning course, so as per your timetable which was given to me, we are going to design this course. We are going to learn how to design. You are going to learn how to develop the course content. And not only course content development, and good quality content also can be used. And very, very importantly, how to deliver it. How to deliver it. That is again very important. Ante ఈ sample course, దీని sample అని ఎందుకు అన్నానంటే, it's basically a 2 weeks course. అంటే 2 weeks అంటే 14 రోజులు. Okay, set 4. So ఈ 2 weeks course లో, and what is the scenario I am explaining? అంటే ఒక scenario 1 week అంటే 7 days. 7 days లో 2 days only students will be coming to the campus for the face-to-face interaction. Remaining 5 days in a week, the learning happens from home. Okay, 2 days they will be coming to the campus, and remaining 5 days they will be doing. దానికి ఈ ప్రాసెస్ కి మనం డిజైన్ చేయాలి, కంటెంట్ డెవలప్ చేయాలి, కంటెంట్ డెలివరీ చేయాలి. తర్వాత కొన్ని ఎక్స్ట్రా టెక్నిక్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. I think we'll try to use these techniques. Is it clear to you? Ikkada just you see, let me give a little bit of so there is a table here, sir. Ikkada chudandi table kanapadtunda meeku. Ikkada nenu oka maata annanu with a 4 quadrant approach. The 4 quadrant approach is basically we have been using in these Swayam courses. Yesterday manam discuss cheskunnam. Quadrant 1 is e-tutorial, ante video content to audio content. Quadrant 2 is text material. Quadrant 3 is discussion forum. Quadrant 4 is assessments. So these are the 4 ఈ 4 కూడా. సో మీ అందరికీ ఒక డౌట్ ఎక్కడంటే, సార్ ఈ 4 quadrants ఎక్కడ వాడతాం? స్టూడెంట్ మన ముందు కూర్చున్నప్పుడు మనం ఇవి వాడం. మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? లెక్చర్ ఇస్తాం. ఆ లెక్చర్ కి రికార్డెడ్ లెక్చర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కి మనం అక్కడ సబ్మిట్ చేస్తాం. ఏది out of the classroom learning activities. When the student was in front of you, we can ask the questions. The student will reply. Whereas when the student is learning from home, we will be providing such an environment. We will be providing such an environment so that student can able to participate. Danne discussion forum antam. When the student is in front of you, we can take the pen and paper examination. Manu edaithe degree collegeillo, PG collegeillo exams pedtamo that. But whereas when the student is using the online platforms like learning management systems, we will be conducting multiple choice quiz. We will be conducting open book examination. So many options are there. తర్వాత స్టూడెంట్ క్లాస్ లో చేయొద్ది, సార్ ఐ కుడ్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్, కెన్ యూ రిపీట్ అని మీరు అంటున్నారు. ఇక్కడ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో రాస్తున్నారు. సిమిలర్లీ ఇన్ దట్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ ఆల్సో వీ షుడ్ డూ. ఈ రెండింటికి సమతుల్యత ఎలా తెచ్చుకోవాలి? How do we connect these two things? That is what the blending is all about. So yesterday there was a nice video actually I thought of sharing, which was prepared by one of our colleague in the system. There is a good question was asked by Dr. Swati. Sir, can't we have Sunday off, please, so that we can have 2 days offline and 4 days online? We can prepare the course accordingly. Amma, meer kangaru padoddu. Idi Swati garu, ee course nenu edaithe cheptunnano, idi oka hypothetical course amma. This is a hypothetical course. Ee hypothetical course lo, what I've been trying to say, this hypothetical course, there are 2 days student will be attending the face-to-face classes, and remaining 5 days, the learning happens from home. That is the example I've been telling you. But what is important to me is, before my student attends my face-to-face class, I want student to be prepared, or after my class is over, I want student to extend the support beyond the class hours and schedule. That is what the blend I am talking about. E process lo, what extent the techno, I hope Dr. Swati you could able to understand what I've been saying. Okay, good. So I'm talking about the hypothetical situation of this project file, where in a week only 2 days students are attending face to face, and remaining 5 days the teacher will be extending the classwork beyond the and beyond the classwork kosam. What are the things required? You required video material, you require audio material. A video material ekkada undi? First of all, ante manakunna pedda oka problem emtante, video material anagane I think we have to create, sir, ma daggara studio les sir madi. So I think there is no need of studio and videos. You can simply shoot a good quality video. చాలా మంది నన్ను అడుగుతుంటారు విచిత్రంగా, సార్ మాకు కెమెరాలు కావాలా, ఆర్క్లైట్లు. మనం టీచర్లు అండి, ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. నన్ను ఒకసారి ఒక వర్క్ షాప్ లో ఏదో వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారిని కలవడానికి వెళ్ళాను, అండ్ సంబడి కేమ్ దే సెడ్, సార్ కెన్ ఐ టేక్ ఏ బైట్ అన్నాడు. సరే అంటే నన్ను అడిగాడు, ఏమన్నాడు తెలుసా, సార్ యూ డోంట్ యూ హ్యావ్ అనదర్ షర్ట్ అండ్ యూ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ ఎ వైట్ షర్ట్, కెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఏ కలర్డ్ షర్ట్ అన్నాడు. మా జనార్దన్ రెడ్డి గారు చూడండి, మంచి రెడ్ కలర్ చెక్ షర్ట్ వేసుకున్నారు ఆయన. అలాంటి షర్ట్ నాకు లేదు. లేదంటే మా వెంకటేశ్వర్లు గారు మంచి బ్లూ కలర్ షర్ట్ వేసుకున్నారు. మా అవినాష్ గారు హ్యావింగ్ ఎ వెరీ క్రీమ్ కలర్ షర్ట్, అలాంటి షర్ట్లు నాకు లేవు. I said, no, I don't have the normal shirts on. You know what he said? Can you change the shirt and come on? You know what I said? Sir, I am a teacher. You are here to take my bite. If you are unable to take a bite in this normal shirt, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak. What I want to tell, sir, background pedtam, white foreground. Sir, don't put me background or foreground. Just bring a microphone along with me. And you ask me that what for I came here and what I was supposed to do. Sir, చిన్న మాట చెప్తున్నాను, ఆ వీడియో ఎంత అద్భుతంగా వచ్చిందో. My problem is, we need not have any, I'm not disagreeing that studios are not important. Yes, important. But before students, మన ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ స్టూడియో వరకు వెళ్లే ముందు మనం హ్యాపీగా మన ఇంట్లో కూర్చుని అద్భుతమైన వీడియో తయారు చేయొచ్చండి. తర్వాత వీడియో తయారు చేయడం ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఆ వీడియో కలర్ఫుల్ గా వచ్చిందా, దాంట్లో అవన్నీ, దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ డెఫినెట్లీ సెకండరీ. దే ప్లే ఎ మేజర్ రోల్. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ద క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ ద వీడియో మ్యాటర్స్. అండ్ సెకండ్ థింగ్, what is the expected outcome? Expected outcome is very, very important. And if you do not have that expected outcome, the clarity and the things may not yes, I think somebody said very nicely, teaching is not the rocket science, it's the common sense. Absolutely correct. But what is important is, nowadays, since we have a lot of heterogeneity in the class, so we had to take care of all these factors. So one of the important thing which I've been sharing with you is, see, now in this table, can you please tell me how many columns are there? How many columns are there? Write down in the chat box quickly. Yes, 7. Somebody said 8. Okay, 7 is agreed. 8 is also agreed. So so what is the first column name? Course name. So let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's correct. 7 correct, 8 correct, even 6 is also correct. So what is important is first of all the course name. అంటే మనం ఏ పేపర్ చెప్తున్నామో ఆ పేపర్ కు పేరు పెట్టుకోండి. Number two, the topics. How many topics are written over here? How many topics are? Remarks is not here, sir. Remarks, Janardhan Reddy garu. Remarks I will come later. Remarks column I can come later, sir. Yes, there are 4 topics are there. Very good, sir. So you had to select 4 topics. Please try to understand. You had to select the 4 topics of your subject area. So what is important, what we discussed? The course is 2 weeks duration. The type of the course is blended. So in the blended, what did I say? 2 days in a week, students are coming for the face-to-face offline interaction, and remaining 5 days, the students will be learning from home. You have to plan accordingly, right? Because since whatever the theoretical aspects our colleagues are explained, I am making it practical. So you have to take your 4 topics. Is it clear? Next comes the expected learning outcomes. In the expected learning outcomes, I am telling you, this is basically an awareness creation only. Okay? The expected learning outcomes means you have just awareness creation. That's all. Okay? Accordingly, you will speak to the students in the face-to-face classes, and accordingly, you will be supporting the learners when they are at home. Idi ikkada manam chese pani. Now coming to the content part. Now the content is basically, so I have already told you that I will be using that 4 quadrant approach. I said we will be using that 4 quadrant approach. What is the 4 quadrant approach we are using? The quadrant 1 is e-tutorials. Quadrant 2, do teachers need overall TPAC frame? Absolutely, madam. If they can have the TPAC skills, then you will be a better teacher. The reason I am telling you, madam, बहुत अच्छा अहम सवाल आपने पूछा है. The reason why I am saying is if you have the TPAC framework, technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge, so that what happened, you can get in detail in, because we have a lot of heterogeneity in the class. We have to take care of slow learners. We have to take care of average learners. We have to take care of gifted learners. We have to take care of introverts. We have to take care of extroverts. And very importantly, the students are techno savvy. It does not mean that technology is the only solution. I told you yesterday, technology is only enabler. Technology is only facilitator. But the human being who is managing technology is far, far superior than the technology. And I don't want to mince the words. This is very clear to me. తర్వాత ఒక చిన్న స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పాను, నేను మీరు అందరూ వినుంటారు. The effectiveness of the technology is directly proportional to 3 important things, sir. I hope మీరు రాసుకుని ఉంటారు. Number 1, we need to build the competencies of the teachers. Then, second point, building the positive intent. And third important thing is the right attitude. Building the competencies, building the positive intent, and right attitude. So, ఈ 3 సమతుల్యంగా ఉండి వాడుతుంటే any technology will be helpful andi. Technology means tools and techniques. Only tools మాత్రమే కాదు, టెక్నిక్స్ ఆల్సో. నిన్న మీకు చూసుంటారు మీరు. నేను ఏం చెప్పాను మీకు, చాలా మంది అడిగారు, సార్ హౌ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ డ్రైవ్, హౌ టు యాక్సెస్ ద డ్రైవ్, హౌ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ ఫోల్డర్, హౌ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ సబ్ ఫోల్డర్, హౌ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ సబ్ ఫోల్డర్. ఎందుకు అడిగానో తెలుసా? ఇవన్నీ మీరు క్యాప్చర్ చేయాలండి. మీరు చేసినట్టుగా నాకు ప్రూఫ్ ఏంటి? అది విషయం. నేను మీకు దానికి ఒక చిన్న, మా వెంకటేశ్వర గారు నవ్వుతున్నారు, సార్ ప్రూఫ్ అడుగుతున్నారు, ఇదేదో సరదాగా అయిపోతుంది అనుకున్న వర్క్ షాప్, ఇదేదో సార్ ప్రూఫ్ అడుగుతున్నారు. ఏం లేదు సార్, సరదాగా ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి. నేను I must tell you one thing very importantly. Enjoy the class. Automatically you will do all these things. Okay? So my point is that, so yesterday I have explained. Tarvata, andro oka folder ela create cheyali. So how do we give the options and so on and so forth. Okay. So now quadrant one lo, and this is common for all four. And please try to understand. This is not only this one, this is common. 1 minute. I think I have missed something here. I will merge the cells also. Okay. So, so for each topic, there is one core video, which is of 5 minutes duration. అది మీకు రేపు కానీ ఎల్లుండి కానీ చెప్తాను వీడియో ఎలా తయారు చేయాలి. ఓకే. సెకండ్లీ ఐ సెడ్ ప్లస్ 2 సప్లిమెంటరీ వీడియోస్. ఈ సప్లిమెంటరీ వీడియోస్ కూడా మన టాపిక్ లో ఉంది. హౌ డు వి సెర్చ్ ది సప్లిమెంటరీ మెటీరియల్. So these things I am connecting with a file so that this could be able to use it. So this is about the quadrant 1. Similarly, quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is a text material. And this logic same applies for the topic 1, topic 2, topic 3 and topic 4. And you must be having one core resource. And the PPT gani, the PDF gani, the journal article gani, anything that can be used. So some of the techniques I will be explaining today and how to keep it. Tarvata, quadrant number 3 is basically the clearing the doubts of the students. And so that, they can go for little extra, like you can put a case study kind of a thing. And quadrant number 5 is, of course, MCQ, match the following, and the open book examination. Open book examination. Okay. So these are some of the, this is about the project which I'm asking you to do it. So let me repeat once again. And this is a 14 days course, blended learning course. And students, and in this 14 days, 4 days students are coming for the face-to-face classes, and 10 days they will be they will be engaged through this asynchronous learning environment like Moodle or Google Classroom. Edaina sare. Then Moodle cheptanu pradhananga, even Google Classroom kuda manam maatladukundam. Ibandi ledhu. And so here actually we'll be using that 4-quadrant instructional design approach. The 4-quadrant approach which is being used in the SWAYAM courses is, one is about the quadrant 1 is e-tutorial, quadrant 2 is e-content, quadrant 3 is discussion forum, quadrant 4 is assessments. So quadrant 1 lo, what did I say? Then I divided into 2 types, core and supplementary videos. Okay. If you మీరు కిందకి రండి. సో ఒక చిన్న శాంపుల్ ఫైల్ కూడా మీకు ఇచ్చాను. అంటే మీరు రేపు ఈ అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఎలా సబ్మిట్ చేయాలి, ఆ అసైన్మెంట్ లో ఏమేమి ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఉండాలి అని. సో ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ దిస్ ఫైల్, దిస్ చూడండి, దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫైల్ ఐ హాడ్ సెండ్ టు యూ. కైండ్లీ హ్యావ్ ఎ లుక్. చాలా చిన్న విషయం అండి, పెద్ద కష్టమేం కాదు. సో ఫస్ట్ పేజ్ లో you must be having the name of the participant, designation, affiliation, name of the program attended, and మీకు చిన్న ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్. మా వెంకటేశ్వర గారు ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ పెడతాం ఇక్కడ, లేదా మా జనార్దన్ రెడ్డి గారు ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ పెడతాం. అందరూ పెట్టాలి, అంతేగాని వాళ్ళిద్దరు ఫోటోగ్రాఫర్లు కాదు, మిగతా ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ ఎవరు ఫోటోలు వాళ్ళు పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఓకే. అంతేగాని మిగతా ఫోటోలు ఎన్ని పెట్టమంటాడు. సో సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఇస్, ఐ హావ్ ప్రొవైడెడ్ యూ మై ప్రొఫెసర్ కె శ్రీనివాస్ లెర్నింగ్ పోర్టల్. చిన్న తప్పు జరిగింది, ఒక్క నిమిషం. Yesterday I have explained to you about my learning portal, which is a practical approach which I am using for my blended learning courses. Okay, so this is the one. Let me copy this and I think there is a small mistake over there. Yeah. So what I am asking is, browse through Professor K. Srinivas learning portal. So this is very, very important. I want every one of you and watch the videos and reading material, and of course create the genomio.com. That I'll come back to that, and download the following. These are the 2 files which I am asking you to do it during this workshop also. Then what is your blended learning course? What is the course name? What is the duration of the course? What are the topics to be covered? And then details of topics to be covered 4, and the topic name. topic details, topic outline. I think you please kindly make small necessary corrections over there. And finally, the mode of the course is blended. So I need the information over here. Next, strategies for overall planning. And if you tomorrow, when your university, when your state government is requesting you to conduct this kind of courses in a blended mode, what are the strategies you are adopting? 3 points. What is the implementation lo manamu video creation, tarvata accessing the material, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the 6 essential things. What is important here is this. Kindly have a look on the on this table. So this table is basically consisting of core video resources. So for each topic, I am asking you to prepare a 5 minutes of the video, just 5 minutes of the video, and the copy of the video has to be posted here. The copy of the video to be posted here, and you can make that video interactive. నేను ఈ వర్క్షాప్ లో కవర్ చేస్తాను. ఇవన్నీ మీ దాంట్లో ఉన్నాయి. This is the one. Second thing, and core resources, core. Then tarvata one is a core video resource. Then second one is core text resource. Yesterday నేను మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను. How do we access the text resources and all? Third one, supplementary video resources. So supplementary video resources, there are two important sources are there. One from the digital initiatives, ante mana EPG Pathshala, tarvata TSCC, Telangana CC, APCC, okay, Commissionerate of College Education, Andhra Pradesh, Commissionerate of College Education, DS, Telangana State, are already available over there, and we can use the material for this. Yes, Diksha can be used. There are so many options are there. You can use it. But what is important to me is the third column. How to make this video. మీ సొంత వీడియో కావచ్చు, వేరే వాళ్ళ వీడియో కావచ్చు, ఆ వీడియోని ఇంటరాక్టివ్ ఎలా చేస్తారు, అది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. I think आपको समझ में तो आ रहे होंगे इस टाइम तक. जितना आप इस वीडियो को इंटरैक्टिव बना दो, उतना बढ़िया रहेगा. That is very, very important. Okay. So then, of course, remarks are very important. So you see, supplementary video resources. Then we have supplementary text resources. ikkada Google Drive kosam inda maatladam. Yesterday humne yahan stop. So we have a Google Drive. So many material you will be downloading, and this material has to be uploaded there into the some source. I think one thing is missing. Supplementary. So one is a core resources. There are 4. Okay. And text resources, there are 4. Supplementary video resources, there are 8. Supplementary text resources, yes, there are 8. Good. Okay. So at least for today, we will be focusing on these aspects only. Okay. So this is the table, and we'll try to fill up the table on day-to-day basis. I will try to ensure you that each and every point will be covered during this entire exercise and all. Okay, the first thing is, yesterday I have explained to you there is a concept called OER, Open Educational Resources, and yesterday what we discussed that there are several things are already available, and using those things we can able to access this material for that purpose as such. This has been already discussed over there. Okay, so what we are going to do today is how to access that supplementary material. Okay, so yesterday ninna meeku already cheppanu, there is something called Swayam Prabha, National Digital Library, EPG Pathshala. There are so many things are already there in the pipeline. Let me show you once this the digital initiatives of Government of India. Chala mandiki oka doubt entante, sir, where do we get this material? The excellent good quality material is already available in the public domain, sir. And so you can take the good quality material from these sources. It could be Swayam. It could be Swayam Prabha. It could be National Digital Library. Okay. Sir, ok pani chestanu. ఈ డిజిటల్ ఇనిషియేటివ్స్ కూడా నేను మళ్ళీ మీకు షేర్ చేస్తాను. I don't know whether I have shared with you or not. Let me share. I think I have shared yesterday, but I'll do it once again. Please download all this material, digital initiatives of Government of India and the state government initiatives. Because state governments, especially these two states I know very well, Andhra and Telangana, they have created excellent portals, sir. I think we should definitely try to take the advantage of those. Okay. So Swayam is the one, Swayam Prabha, and Swayam Prabha is 34 free DTH channel where you can have good quality live lectures, good quality supplementary material is available. You should take it from. And many things are available in the regional language also. National Digital Library. This is again an excellent platform. Tarvata EPG Pathshala. Dini meeda nenu chinna exercise biche cheistanu. Because EPG Pathshala is such a wonderful EPG Pathshala is such a wonderful place where you can get good quality material over there. Similarly, UGC MOOCs. This is another platform. NROER, National Repository for Open Educational Resources. IIT Bombay Spoken Tutorial. FOSSEE, Sakshat, Virtual Labs. Now, I'll take a small test out of you. How many of you heard about the O Labs? Enta mandi O Labs ke bare mein suna hai? आप में से कितने लोगों ने सुना है? Yes, thanks. I think Professor Rao, Kailan Rao, is saying that he knows. I know Kanchana said. Yes, of course, good number of people. Fine. Madhuri knows it. So OLAPs, and of course, this is a wonderful option, Dr. Swati. This is the beauty of this thing is this is a digital content mapped to the school syllabus. Digital content mapped to the school, not necessarily for the higher education, but you can propagate this. Our own Amrita University with CDAC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing, has developed such a wonderful virtual labs. And this one also you try to please access this. And I don't know how many of you are from the education discipline. And NIPA, MEU, Digital Archives ani గడచిన 75 సంవత్సరాలుగా మనం చాలా ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ప్లాన్స్ వచ్చాయి. మూడో 4 ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ ప్లాన్స్ వచ్చాయి. వాటికి సంబంధించిన ప్రతి వివరం మేము దాన్ని డిజిటైజ్ చేసామండి. ఈ యాక్షన్ లో మాకు దొరుకుతుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ దిస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ అండ్ దిస్ కెన్ బి డన్. Digital archives and you can access it. There's a wonderful place where you can get all this information. Apart from this, many state governments have done excellently. Yes, Madhuri. The earlier one is from NIPA only. So the state specific initiatives are there. Okay. So my request to all of you is please try to access these things so that you can take the advantage of the part. So for example, if you want to see APCCE, Andhra Pradesh Commissionerate of Collegiate Education, similarly with the Telangana CCE also. And of course, this site is not this one. I think it's taking time to loading this site. So my point is that they have created an excellent, I think CSC is different. And they're taking the time. So this is CCETS dot. So they have a very good quality resources are available over there, and we should take the advantage of this one. I don't know why the APCC is not working. Maybe they are updating the site probably. Even today morning also it worked. Maybe there was an issue, could be the reason. Or my proxy was giving an error. Let me see. Let me open with another browser. Let me open with my other Bing browser. Yeah. Can you see APCC site which is coming on your site? Just kindly confirm, please. Can you see on your screens? Yes. Okay. So I think they have again created CCE learning management system. They have created so much information is very much there into this. My point is that this information, whatever it is available, I think we should take the advantage. We should take it and we should start using it in our schools, on our colleges. For example, BSc first semester, first year, second semester, second year, and then the content was divided into several parts: BSc, BCom, BA, and initially for some time I was associated with development of this, and we trained some of the officials in this kind of a thing. Okay, then we have common foundation courses. For example, if you want to look at the foundation courses like information communication technology, there are so many things are available over there, and then you can take the advantage of all these things can be done over there. Okay, just friends, give me a minute, please. What you could able to see, there is so much material is available like this. Okay, so it's a text material, it's an audio material, and video material is available. So I think my point is that we should also try to create this kind of a thing. It's very much possible. I'm not saying that this is so this can be done. Of course, APCC it's opening. There is I have some difficulty in my browser, but other browser which has been opening. Okay, so I think what I'm trying to say in this regard, I think we were at the digital initiatives. So many digital initiatives are there. So we will take some practical part of it. So one of the practical part which I'm asking you to do is okay, ఒకటి మనము మీ respected CCE నుంచి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అయినా తెలంగాణ అయినా, because I think if the students can able to understand things well, this will get. So I will take one example from the InflipNet. I will take an example from the InflipNet. Okay. So then now what we will do, then there is a question here, sir, how do we search the information? How do you store the information? Now I request all the participants to kindly focus on what I've been explaining over here. Kindly focus on, please. Step number 1, open the website. I want the reason why I'm explaining is I want you should take the advantage of this. So EPG పాఠశాల నుంచి ఈ మెటీరియల్ ని ఏ విధంగా మనము సెర్చ్ చేస్తాము. Step number 1, scroll it down. If you scroll it down, you can see almost 22,000 plus modules, e-text and videos are available, sir. For example, computer science. Now one discipline, తీసుకుంటా. So computer science లో 633 కోర్సులు ఉన్నాయి. Okay. So in computer science law, it was divided into two parts, paper and second one is module. So I'll just take one such example. I think you should do it in front of me. So first of all, let me take computer data structures. Data structures law, and which module you want to take? I want to take the introduction to abstract data types. Introduction to abstract data types. You can see here, there are three options are there. First one, e-text. Ante, you see the text. There is a long text which is supplementing to the video material, is already available. Then వాడుకోవద్దని ఎవరు చెప్పలేదే? దీన్ని వాడుకోవద్దని ఎవ్వరూ చెప్పలేదు. We should try to use it. ఇది ఎలా వాడుకోవాలి మన ICT టెక్నిక్ చెప్తాం. Number 2, there is a second tab ikkada, learn more. Learn more lo you have, and so many links are there. Extended links, extended glossary has been provided. Extended links and extended glossary has been provided. Dini ela use chesukovali. Number 3, self learning. There are some good quality videos are already available. Madam garu video gurinchi chepte ee video gurinchi explain chestunar. If I click this video will start running, including sound.
The lecture series. This is a series called the EPG Patashala, and here we are talking about the course called
So
data
just
structures.
confirm that
And we
the
are going
voice
to
is
begin
coming.
with the introduction.
Video voice.
This time we are going to talk about data structures in a different
Great.
way. We are going to talk about the abstract.
So you have three important options are already available. My question is, how do we connect this? How do we correct this? దీన్ని ఎలా వాడుకోవాలి అది తెలిస్తే చాలండి. ఇట్లాంటి మెటీరియల్ మన సిసి ఏపీసీసీలోను తెలంగాణ సిసిలోను ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది. కానీ ఒక చిన్న విషయం మాత్రం మనం మర్చిపోకూడదు. wherever you are using the material, always try to mention the source and refer it and to attribute to the extent possible. ఇది ఎవరో మంచి టీచర్లు మనవాళ్లే మనలాంటి టీచర్లే తయారు చేసి పెట్టారు. It's always better, we should take the source, refer and attribute it. చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు చెప్తాం. సరే ఇక్కడ చూడండి, మనం this video, I think this video is useful to me. ఈ వీడియో నేను ఎలా వాడుకోవాలి? Because since the video is already available and this video is available in the YouTube, చూడండి. Okay, so how can I use this video? Step 1, ఈ వీడియోని ఓపెన్ చేయండి. Step 2, ఈ వీడియో మీద రైట్ క్లిక్ చేయండి. Press the right click button on this video. You can see there are several options are coming. The first one is copy video URL. Copy video URL. This can be used. Copy embedded code. ఈ రెండింటికి డిఫరెన్స్ నేను తర్వాత చెప్తాను. When I am discussing about the content creation software, content delivery software, I will explain. So let me take copy video URL. Okay, ఈ వీడియోని ఎక్కడ కాపీ చేయాలి? నిన్న మీ అందరికీ ఒక విషయం చెప్పాను. What the information I have told? So let me go to my where is my content? 1 minute. Okay, so let me open my drive. Yesterday we have already created the Google Drive. Okay, గుర్తుందా? మర్చిపోలేదు అనుకుంటాను నేను. Go to your My Drive. My Drive లో నేను ఏం చెప్పాను? My course is computer science. Computer science లో what did I said yesterday? We learned how to create 2 folders create చేసాం. And under week 1, ఏ వీడియో అయితే చూసామో, this video is for the topic 1. టాపిక్ 1 లో వీడియోస్ లో దిస్ ఇస్ ద టెంప్లెట్ వీ హ్యావ్ క్రియేటెడ్ అండి నిన్న. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేశాను, దేర్ ఆర్ 2 types ఆఫ్ వీడియోస్ ఆర్ దేర్. ఒకటి కోర్ వీడియో, మనం ఇంతవరకు డెవలప్ చేయలేదు. ఓకే, ఈవెన్ దాన్ని సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, సప్లిమెంటరీ వీడియో ఏదైతే మనము ఇప్పుడు ఈ వీడియోని మనం ఇప్పుడు చేసామో, దట్ వీడియో ఐ విల్ కాపీ ఇట్ హియర్. So so this is the way the video which has been created, can be used for this purpose. And the remarks column, we should write, this video was taken from EPG Pathshala. This video is taken from the EPG Pathshala. Okay, so this is the way this video can be taken. So I request you to kindly do this needful as such, so that you know. And how do we make this one interactive? Telugu subject amma, భారతి గారు, మీరు మన ఏపీసీసీ వెబ్సైట్ లో కానీ మన తెలంగాణ సిసి వెబ్సైట్ లో కానీ చూడగలరు. మన ఈపీజీ పాఠశాలలో తెలుగు నాకు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నట్టుగా కనపడలేదు, నేను ఒక్కసారి చూస్తాను. ఇందులో తెలుగు ఉందా? లేదు. సబ్జెక్ట్స్ లో, లాంగ్వేజెస్ లో సంస్కృత్ ఉంది, హిందీ ఉంది, బట్ కానీ I think Telugu is not available. Yes, but what I'm suggesting is, madam, you can access the TSCC and as well as APCC websites also for the Telugu content. Tarvata, you can have a good information from the Swayam Prabha. I think Swayam Prabha lo we can search. Swayam Prabha. What we can say, Telugu, Swayam Prabha Telugu videos. Student okkasari. So Swayam Prabha lo demand for online courses due to crackdown. So indulo Telugu channels unnaya? Idu okkasari meer check cheyandi. So Swayam Prabha may be definitely having a good quality videos in Telugu language. Okay, Swayam Prabha videos in Telugu language. Let me search this like this. ఏదో వీడియో ఉందండి, స్వయం ప్రభా యాప్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. నో, ఇది కాదు. So maybe you please Manabadi videos are very good. Yes, thank you Janardhan Reddy garu, thanks. So Manabadi videos, yes, okay. So chala videos indulo videos are available, playlists are available. Okay, so many things are there. Fine, good kind of content. Thanks. So I think I will add this one. I think oka chinna pani chestam. So but most of my northern Indian people may not be understanding that. So but still I will make this one. Then immediately oka screenshot తీసుకుని I will put it in that one and I will show them. That's good, wonderful. Okay, so I think teluguthesis.com, Sivaprasad garu, very good andi. So I think I will try to store all this information for the future purpose as such. Okay, but what I am trying to say, fine, those things are set apart, but for the practical part, so this is the way video can be stored. ఈ టెక్స్ట్ మెటీరియల్ ఎలా సేవ్ చేస్తామండి? చాలా మందికి ఒక డౌట్. సో చూడండి ఇక్కడ టెక్స్ట్ మెటీరియల్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ టెక్స్ట్ మెటీరియల్ ఇస్ దేర్. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ ఇస్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వాట్ ఐ విల్ డూ, I will use the down arrow button. I think kindly follow the instructions carefully on the screens, please. Kindly follow the instructions carefully on the screen. Put the down arrow button. When you click the down arrow button, what will happen? This video, I think I'll take this one. I can say text one. Okay, matram cheptanu. I wish others also should do the needful. So this is the text one. You see, the text was downloaded, and e text one ki we have a learn more. So also I can take learn more. This is for module 1. Learn more module 1. Okay. So the first one is basically the module 1. First one is basically the module 1. So what I'm explaining to you is how to search the supplementary video material and how to communicate. You see what is there in the second thing? ICT enabled communication with peers and the students. ICT enabled communication can be done with different collaboration with digital tools such as Padlet and Google Docs. So how can we do this? Manam already download chesam. Whatever the material which has been downloaded, and how can we upload into the system? Upload cheyadaniki there are two options are there, sir. One is, let's go back to topic 1, and ikkada idi mana Google Drive kada. So these two files చూడండి, నేను ఏం చేస్తాను చూడండి ఒకసారి. Both the files, for example this file, I'll be downloading this file into the drive, number 1. Then second one is, I will be downloading this file into my drive. Kindly confirm to me this process is understood or not. Very good question. Somebody is asking that is there any ethical? No. See, basically what happened, there are so much material which we have been using, okay, and as long as if you ask me my personal opinion, if you mention the source, refer it, attribute it, to the extent possible, everything is acceptable to me. But why the plagiarism is coming? We are not mentioning the source. We are Janardhan Reddy, you said something about the obstruction. Even sir, any problem? I can't understand your question, sir. References you are talking about, right? Okay, sorry, because I have seen the first one. So my logic is very simple, sir. As long as we are mentioning the source of the resource, refer it and attribute it to the extent possible. So giving the enough respect to the original author, nothing is wrong. But what is happening is, we are not talking about all these things. So my point is, if it is there, so ee process okkasari mana mitrulu malli mananu repeat cheyamani annaru. So let me explain to you that how this machine, because there are two things I want to complete ee roju. Okati entante to complete my project work, I need some text material. So the text material I have selected is from the EPG Pathshala. అదే విధంగా మన మనబడి కానీ లేదంటే మన తెలంగాణ సిసిఈ కానీ ఏపీసీసీ సైట్స్ లో లెర్నింగ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ we can access it. సో ఇక్కడ మన when we are talking about the EPG Pathshala, in this EPG Pathshala you have seen there are three important things. ఒకటి e-text. text straight away ఈ లింక్ తీసుకుంటే పని చేయదండి. You had to download this information. So what I did, you can see below, this file I have downloaded into my local computer. After downloading this file, what I did, I have opened my Google Drive. Okay, ఇది topic 1 లో, ఇది text లో ఉండాలండి. So these two files I have downloaded and I am putting these two files into the text material. Number 1, okay, I moved it. Second one, learn more also, I have moved it. ఎక్కడ మూవ్ చేశాను? These two things have moved to my text material, text folder. When I click on the text folder, I can see these are the two files. But ఇక్కడ ఉంటే కాదు. If it, again I had to put this one into my this option. So you can change it already. So I am connecting so e text material undi. So how can I do this? I just put the click mark over there. Select చేయగానే ఇక్కడ పైన చూడండి. You can see ఇక్కడ ఒక link symbol వస్తుంది. I copy the link symbol. I just click on there. I copy the video, copy the link. Yesterday I explained చేశాను. So you need to open this material. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఏం రాశాను? టెంప్లేట్ ఫర్ ది సప్లిమెంటరీ రీడింగ్ మెటీరియల్. ఇక్కడ గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ వచ్చి ఐ కాపీ దట్ గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ లింక్. ఈ ఫైల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ద ఫైల్ ఈస్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ మై ఫోల్డర్. ద ఫైల్ ఈస్ అవైలబుల్. Madam, my screen is sharing. Any problem with screen sharing? Can you able to see my screen or not? I'm already sharing. Sir, kindly confirm my screen share. Is any problem with the screen share? It's okay, right?
It's okay, sir. No problem.
Yeah. But no, one lady is telling me. So I'm using. So what is the one which I am demonstrating is, what I am doing is, I found two interesting articles which are providing, which I can use it for my supplementary reading material. First of all, I put this one into my text material. మళ్ళీ మీకు ఒకసారి ముందు నుంచి చెప్తాను. ఆల్రెడీ నేను చెప్పాను. My course name is Computer Science. It's a 2 weeks course. So week 1, week 2 అని చెప్పి రెండు వీక్లు నేను తయారు చేశాను. week 1, week 2 for and తర్వాత 4 topics I had to teach. For topic 1, topic 2 మొదటి వారం, topic 3, topic 4 second week. So for the topic 1 I have four quadrant approach అని చెప్పాను. One folder I am taking for videos, second one I am taking for the text material, third one I am taking for the discussion forum, fourth one I am taking for the assessments. After pasting the link, click the link to show how it opens. Yeah, first of all, what I am explaining, Srinivas Achi, I am going to show you first of all how to connect this information. Okay, then I will be showing you. Now we have searched some information in the videos. Just open the video folder. This is the template I have created. Srinivas, can you see me on the screen? If I click this link, this YouTube link will be open. If you click on this YouTube link,
I was always a good student, but English was not my strength.
yes, this is the video, Srinivas Achi. Yes.
Welcome to the UGC.
ఇదే కదా వీడియో నేను చూపించాను. ఈ దిస్ వీడియో నేను ఏం చేశానంటే, I'm collecting all the information. Which is relevant for my course. I think content creation gani, content searching gani. I'm giving you another 5 minutes time. Please complete this process. So that I will be moving further. I'm giving you 5 minutes time. And once you complete this, please post it in the chat box. Okay, please go ahead. I'm muting my webcam and microphone. Okay, please go ahead. I request all of you, please complete it and post it on the chat box, please. If you could able to submit it on the chat box with the link also, I don't mind. I'll be cross-checking everything over here. I want every faculty member should complete this activity because I'm giving you another 2 minutes time. Yes, of course. I think I could able to see good number of good effort has been made by very good faculty members. Okay. Okay, friends, I think we will be moving further. So the next point is, I think this is now you have created this information. The second point is, how do we communicate this information with your students and are your friends? So there are several ways this information can be connected. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. I'll just come back to the main screen once again. Okay, yeah. See, what we can do is, there are multiple ways this information can be connected. See, in the second number 2, we have collaboration, communication with the peers and the students. See, one way of communication is you can use it. This information can be sent through your students by mail. So by mail you can send, and there are some other options also. So the question in this case is, how do we communicate with the students by mail? Okay, and please try to understand. I'm going to demonstrate the procedure that how the entire thing can be communicated to the students. So please follow the instructions carefully on your screen, and how this entire thing need to be communicated with the students. Okay, now what happened here? So you have, for example, if you look at this screen, so this is the video material. Okay, so what is going to be communicated with your students should be known to us very clearly. One thing, please try to understand what material is going to be communicated. See, there are 2 different ways the communication can be followed. Number 1, we can send a mail. ఒకటి మనం మెయిల్ ద్వారా మన స్టూడెంట్స్ కి వివరాలు తెలియజేస్తాం. సెకండ్, వాట్సాప్ ద్వారా తెలియజేయచ్చు, టెలిగ్రామ్ ద్వారా తెలియజేయచ్చు, కమ్యూనికేట్ చేయొచ్చు, అండ్ దే కెన్ ఆల్సో కమ్యూనికేట్ బ్యాక్ టు అస్. ఇది మనకి మన విద్యార్థులకి మధ్య. బట్ దిస్ సెకండ్ లెవెల్ ఈస్, వీ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఏ ప్రాపర్ learning management system like Google Classroom or Moodle or many other ways. So there are different ways this communication can be continued among our teachers and the students. So one of the important way is to send a mail. So what we can do is, first of all, I'll compose the mail. Okay, this is the mail which I'm going to use it. So I will be sending this one to my personal mail account. Okay, now here you can see kinda there are even sending also, there are few important things. You can so we can schedule the send also. Ante ee mail eppudu mana vaalla దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాలి అది కూడా చేయొచ్చు. మన most of the times we never use this kind of features. Simply we'll click the send button and it goes immediately to the people. So first one is, we can create అంటే మీరు ఇండివిజువల్ కి పంపిస్తున్నారా లేదంటే గ్రూప్ కి పంపిస్తున్నారా, that should be very clear. That group should be available with you. That is first number 1. The second point is, so where do we send the information? Can చూడండి, there is an attached file. And there is an attachment link also. Attached file మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు. If you click the attached file, the file which we are going to use can be attached. This is not a big deal. But I am more concerned about attaching the link. So when you click on the attaching the link here, so and it is asking what is the website address. If you want to give a specific website address to be noticed down, so you want to give the address link. ఇప్పుడు మీకు sir, Professor K. Srinivas గారి website ఒకటి ఉందండి, then I have seen it has worked well. So can you please check? So నేను ఇక్కడ రాస్తాను professorksrinivas.in. text to be displayed in the Professor K. Srinivas learning portal. ఇది నా portal address. So if you want to send this one, you can చూడండి. So the receiver will receive a link. Of professorksrinivas.in. So that this is the one of the easiest and better ways to communicate between you and your students. Now, second thing, We can insert an emoji. I'm not interested. I'm more interested about inserting the files using the drive. మనం చాలా మంది ఏం చేస్తామంటే 25 MB కన్నా ఎక్కువగా ఉంటే మనం ఆటోమేటిక్ గా డ్రైవ్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. బట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఫైల్ వీఆర్ సెండింగ్, మై ఓన్లీ కన్సర్న్ ఈస్ హ్యాస్ ది నెసెసరీ పర్మిషన్స్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ గివెన్ ఫర్ దట్ ఫైల్ టు గెట్ యాక్సెసిబుల్. ఫస్ట్ 2 విషయాల మీద మనకి క్లారిటీ ఉండాలండి. ఫస్ట్ వన్, ఇది ఏ డ్రైవ్ లో, ఇది మీ దగ్గర గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ లో ఈ ఫైల్ ఆల్రెడీ, ఈ ఫోల్డర్ ఆల్రెడీ ఉందా? ఎస్, ఉంది. దీని పర్మిషన్స్ ఏంటి? సో హౌ డు ఐ నో ది పర్మిషన్స్? ఈ ఫైల్ ని నేను మా విద్యార్థుల దగ్గరికి పంపించాలి. ఐ వాంట్ టు సెండ్ దిస్ ఫైల్ టు మై స్టూడెంట్స్. వాట్ ఐ కెన్ డూ? ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, go to the folder, go to the drive and go to the drive and select that file. ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఈ లింక్ ఉంది కదా, ఈవెన్ ఎస్టర్డే ఆల్సో ఐ హావ్ టోల్డ్ యూ ద సేమ్ థింగ్. జస్ట్ click the link and see what is the permissions are already given for this file. I hope everybody is following. Please say yes in the chat box, please. Please say yes in the chat box, please. This is very important, sir. Please try to understand. మళ్ళీ ఇవన్నీ మీ దగ్గర ప్రాజెక్ట్ వర్క్ చేయిస్తాను. ప్రాజెక్ట్లు ఇవన్నీ ఉండాలి, నాకు కావాలి. మా జనార్దన్ రెడ్డి గారు నవ్వుతున్నారు, ఈయన వదిలేలా లేడురా బాబు, ఈయన అన్ని పనులు మా చేత చేస్తున్నాడు ఈ కోర్సులో జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత. I'm just kidding, sir. So here, when you click on that link, sir, you can see 2 things. అంటే ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈస్, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, I have selected anyone with the link. అంటే ఎవరి దగ్గర ఈ లింక్ ఉన్నా, anyone on this internet with this link can view. And you can see at the right side, sir, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, there are 3 options are there: viewer, commenter and editor. అంటే if you want something to be given to, for example, myself and Dr. Ravindranath, we want to share a file. I generally never send the file with the attachment. For example, myself and Professor Ravindranath wants to collaborate on working on a file. నేను ఒక ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను, ఒక ఫోల్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను, ఆ ఫోల్డర్ లో ఫైల్ అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాను, and I will be giving the editing rights to Professor Ravindranath, and I'll share the file. Ante when Professor Ravindranath opens that file, he could able to see, oh, he can edit it also. Sometimes we need to have a person. Yeah, there is a question here. Sir, if I share a file from my drive, will only that file is accessible to? Yes, exactly, sir. Only that file will be accessible. మీకు చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను మళ్ళీ. శ్రీనివాస్ ఆచి గారు, యూ ప్లీజ్ ఓపెన్ professor.k.srinivas.in. మీరు ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్. Probably I think the institutional ID is having this kind of an option. Yes. No, let me check my personal ID also. Okay. Let me see my personal ID. I have what is happening? Why the screen is closing? Okay. This is my personal ID, sir. I think my colleague from University of Uttarakhand is asking this question. Okay. How do the editor will work? Okay. Let me see my own personal. I think let's clear. IT program, sir. Okay, sir. Chase chuddam. Earlier, I've been using my K. Srinivas official mail ID. Now I'll be going to my personal mail ID. Photo kuda marin chusara. Ee photo where, aa photo where. Ee photo where. Ikkada vere photo better. So I'll just opening my drive, sir. This is the drive of my personal Gmail account. Okay. And of course, I will take something. Chala unnai ikkada. Let me create one small, it's already there. There is something called YN, for example. There's a folder. If I open this, yes, there is a file. Great. So what I can do, sir, I think others are also following me carefully. Now I have opened E folder ni. I want to give it the permissions. So I go to this get the link option, same procedure. Okay. Now I request all the participants to kindly look into this, please. So here, this is basically restricted. And of course, I got this second option. See, anyone with this link, I'm selecting the anyone with this link. Yes, it is working. Yes, this is perfectly working. So now, this is basically a viewer permission. What I will do, I gave this editing permission, this one, and I copy this link, and I'll send a mail. I'll send a mail from this account to Professor Srinivas, my official account. Okay. Now I'll be sending a link here. Sir, I hope everybody is following me. What I did, step number 1, I went to my personal account. This is my drksvasu@gmail.com is my personal account, sir. In the personal account, I opened my drive open chesanu. Drive open chesi akkada oka folder undi YN పేరు మీద. ఈ YN folder ki then I have provided the access rights, editing rights. చూడండి, I have provided the editing rights. So ఇక్కడ ఏమి ఇచ్చాను, anyone on this link can access this. Okay, editor rights ఇచ్చాను, done అన్నాను, and that link was sent to my official account. So I am opening this mail from my official account. Now you see, I have received a mail from DRKS Vasu. So ఇది ఏది నేను ఎక్కడైతే మన పర్సనల్ అకౌంట్ లో మెయిల్ ఇచ్చానో, సో I just want to open it. This is what the communication. This is, so you will be having everything with the date stamp and time stamp. When I click on this one, చూసారా, this is opening the file which is available in my personal account. I have opened this file. Okay, and I wish to make some changes. ఇక్కడ చిన్న మార్పు చేస్తాను. Blended TEACHI teaching and learning. I said blended teaching learning. Okay, because I am an editor. The original file is with drksvasu@gmail.com, and DRKS Vasu has sent that file to K. Srinivas. Sorry, ఇది అయిపోయింది కదా. I'll just close this file. Okay, then when I open the original file, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇది DRKS Vasu. When I open the original file, చూసారా, since I had given the editing rights to the people, this is possible. Mali, let me go back. I'll go back to K. Srinivas, YN folder. ఇప్పుడు rights change చేస్తాను నేను. I think this is the way, the first point we can communicate with the students. Okay, ఇక్కడ anyone with this link, I will change this anyone with this link with the restricted గానే. So nobody, only people, what was written over there, only people added can open this link. Okay, second thing, anyone with this link లో కూడా only viewer, ఇది కూడా చేసి చూద్దాం ఒకసారి. So first of all, I'll copy the link. I done it. తర్వాత ఒక చిన్న మెయిల్ పంపిస్తాను ఆయనకి, K. Srinivas కి. Srinivas@nipa.ac.in. ఇక్కడ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ a viewer, sir. He cannot edit. ఇందాక ఎడిట్ చేశాం కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఒకసారి వ్యూ చేసి చూద్దాం. Okay, I'll just open this file. Here है क्या? दिखाओ एक बार. अच्छा छोड़ो, वही बात की बात. Yeah. Now chudandi, I have sent another file. Okay. Now there is a mail has been received, and this mail is going to be, I'm checking this mail. So I have opened this mail. Oh, sorry, my video was stopped. So I'm checking this one. Earlier I could able to edit this. Open chestan. Now only I can see. Okay. So the permissions were very important here. So my point, what I'm trying to take here is, so this is the way we can communicate with our learners very effectively. This is one of the important communication which we should do with our learners. This is very, very important, which has to be understood. The next point is, so many times what happened, we used to give the several projects to several people. A project can be given to multiple people. So there are several options are there. And the question is, how can we provide the communication with the learners? I just want to run one small interesting video. One small video. It won't take much of the time as such. Okay. So I don't want to run entirely thing. So I just want to run few minutes over here. Then I will stop and I will try to explain. This is the video about the Jamboard.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire.
In this video, I'm going to show you some different ways that you can use Google Jamboard for remote teaching. Google Jamboard is a tool that can help make your remote
Please listen carefully.
Teaching more interactive, and it can be used in either synchronous or asynchronous learning. In this video, I'm going to show you the most important features you need to know about how to use Google Jamboard. Then I'll show you a few different ways you can use it with your students. And especially if you're a math teacher, I think you're really going to find this program useful. My name is Sam Carey, and this is my YouTube channel for the New Ed Tech Classroom. You can show your support for the work I do by hitting the like button, sharing this video with other teachers that you know, and subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of my weekly video updates. All right, let's jump in and first take a look at the major features of Google Jamboard. On the Google Jamboard homepage, you'll be able to see all the previous jams you created in the past. To create a new jam, go to the bottom right-hand corner and select the Add button. Then you can give your Jamboard a name. Then at the top, you'll see that there's an option to change the background of your Jamboard. It can either be blank or dotted lines. It could look like line paper or graph paper, or you could add different colors to the background. On the left-hand side, you'll see the different options that you have for how to interact with the Jamboard. The first tool is the pen tool. Here you'll see you have some different types of pens, as well as different colors that you can use in order to handwrite text on the interactive whiteboard. So here for this demo, I'm just going to add my name to the top. Below the pen tool is an eraser tool. So you can see here how I'm able to erase the text that I wrote. And now I'm just going to go back and choose a different pen type and color so that you can also see what that would look like. Below the eraser is the select tool. And we'll look at that in a second when we actually add selectable items to the Jamboard. Below the select tool is the sticky note tool. Here you can choose from different colors for your sticky note, as well as add some text. And then after you've added that sticky note, you'll see that you can drag it around wherever you'd like, resize it, as well as change the orientation of the sticky note. If you choose the three dots next to the sticky note, one option will be to duplicate that sticky note, which will just create an exact replica of what you just made. Beneath the sticky note is a place where you could add some different images. So here you have the full array of different options for images that you could bring in. You can either search for them on Google, you can upload images that you already have on your computer, or images that you have in your Google Photos folder. Just like the sticky note, you can also resize the image, drag it around wherever you want, as well as change the orientation. And you can also duplicate that image if you'd like. And then there's also a laser tool that you can use just to point to different places on your screen. Although unfortunately right now, Google Jamboard does not allow you to embed video files, one way you can get different types of files into your Google Jamboard is with Google Chrome extensions. So for example, you could install the free Giphy extension, find a Giphy that you want, and then drag and drop it into Google Jamboard. Similarly, if you're a Bitmoji user like me, you could also drag and drop your Bitmoji into Google Jamboard to make it a little bit more fun and interesting. At the top, you'll notice that if you click on the next arrow, it will continue to add new frames to your Jamboard, which are essentially just new whiteboard panels that you're adding. On the menu at the top, you'll notice that you can download this Jamboard as a PDF. You also have the option to download it as an image file, and I'm going to show you later how you might use that with students. Right now, I'm the only one that's able to edit the Jamboard. One way you could use it without actually sharing it with students is to just share your screen during a synchronous video conference call and then do some modeling of instruction with the Jamboard. But really the purpose of using Google Jamboard is to use it to be an interactive tool that students could add to as well. So to share this with students, you'll go to the blue share button. There you can enter an individual student's name. If you want the student to actually be able to write directly on the Jamboard, or if you want another teacher to be able to write on it, you will need to give them editing access. Another option for how you could share the Google Jamboard with an entire class would be to go down to Get Link and then change the restricted access so that anyone who is given the link is able to get in. You're still going to need to change it from viewer to editor if you want everyone who clicks on that link to be able to interact with the whiteboard. And then once you've changed that setting, you could copy the link and either put it in Google Classroom, drop it in the chat of a Zoom or Google Meet meeting, or share it in another learning management system that you use. All right, for this part of the video, I'm going to show you a side-by-side demonstration of Google Jamboard so that you can see what it looks like when two different people are interacting on the same board. So you'll notice, for example, that if someone uses the laser tool, that will also show up with just a slight delay on the other screen. Similarly, if the teacher adds a sticky note, the sticky note will then show up on the student's Jamboard as well. And you'll notice here that if both people have editing access, they're both able to interact with the Jamboard in the same way. So both people, for example, would be able to drag the sticky notes around and put them wherever they want. In my opinion, this is a little bit frustrating. I do wish that I had the ability to lock full editing.
Okay. So let's try to understand. So there are two important tools which in this workshop we wish to use. One is about the Jamboard, which is part of your Gmail family. You need not go anywhere to use the Jamboard. And second one is a Padlet. Padlet is again almost similar to that, but what is important is like I have told you yesterday. I have told you yesterday. So there are three different like just now I have explained to you. So it is a tool which is facilitating the collaborative working. So first question is, how do we? This is the task I am giving for you today. And so that, the earlier task is to create the same thing. And we will also, the same technique can be used for this purpose also. So what we can do is we can open the 9 dots and you just try to see that where is the Jamboard was there. Okay, because you can see it below and there is a word called Jamboard. Okay, if you just double click on the Jamboard. So if any jams has been created earlier, we could able to see, of course, in my case, I have created several Jamboards in my earlier class also. So how can we use the Jamboard? దీంట్లో ప్రధానంగా రెండు విషయాలండి. కొలాబరేటివ్ వర్కింగ్ కోసం జాంబోర్డ్ చాలా బాగా ఉపయోగిస్తుంది. అదే మీరు స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం కోసం కానీ లేదంటే స్టూడెంట్స్ జనరల్గా నేనేం చేస్తానంటే ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ మా స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఇస్తాను, దాని మీద ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేయమంటాను. ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో వాళ్ళ అభిప్రాయాలు, వాళ్ళు చేసిన వర్క్ ని నేను మానిటర్ చేస్తాను జాంబోర్డ్ తో. దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద టెక్నిక్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ ఇట్. జనరల్ గా ఏమవుతుందంటే మనం 4-5 ప్రాజెక్ట్ వర్క్ ఇస్తే ఒకళ్ళు వర్క్ చేస్తారు, మిగతా 4 చూస్తారు. చాలా మంది తలకాయ ఊపుతారు, హాంజీ అవునండి 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 అర్థమైంది అర్థమైంది. సో నేనేం చేస్తానంటే whether the individuals have contributed or not. So certain parameters will be given. That is the way I'm using the Jamboard for that purpose also. So to use the Jamboard, what are the steps? First of all, Jamboard nela access chesamu. We went to the 9 dots and we click on that 9 dots. Then this Jamboard dashboard has been opened. మనం ఫస్ట్ టైం జాంబోర్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటే, ఐ హోప్ మై వాయిస్ ఈస్ క్లియర్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ప్లీజ్ కన్ఫర్మ్. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్స్ మోనికా, యు ఆర్ కన్ఫర్మింగ్ అమ్మా. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ లెట్ మీ yes, somebody raised the hand. Any question please? Okay, I hope you are raising as if that you heard me. Thank you very much. So how do we use the jam? First of all, click the plus sign on the right down corner. Okay, there are several, you can have multiple jams also. You can create a frame and do. So what are the things? First of all, you can set up the background. So if you click this background button, there are several backgrounds out there. I can create this background. I can create this background. I can create this is the way one can be done. Or if you want to use this background, this is also possible. If you want to use this background, this is also possible. Or if you want to do something, an image, the image can be from URL, the image can be from the camera, the computer lo unte, the Google search, Google Drive, or Google Photos. If something is very much there, a particular thing we just want to use it. So that can be used as a background material, because I think I don't have any specific things to be added over here. So if you want, you can do this needful as such. And Google Drive also, you can search it. Google image search, for example, I want to see presentation. Let me see any presentation background is there. Yes, I think this seems to be appropriate to me, and I can set this one as a background. This one as a background. Okay, so if you want to clear the frame also, you can clear the frame. So any background can be set up. So finally I have selected this background. Then after setting the background, you can see on the left hand side there are several things. There is something called pen, and we can write down here. Because I'm not carrying the pen tab, I can write down. I'm using the mouse pointer. I can write down over there. And at the same time, I can use the eraser. Use this eraser, I can erase everything. This is the basically an eraser part, and which I just want to erase it. Okay. So what I can do is, then afterwards I can use this select option. So I can select few of the things and whatever I want to do. Then of course, very interesting thing is about the sticky notes. Okay. And here the sticky notes, if I click on the sticky notes, so there are two students out there. So one is the first one is about, I want to say welcome. So this is one sticky notes has been created. And as far as the sticky notes is concerned, okay, I can do something with the sticky notes. I can edit the sticky notes, whatever I want to write. Introduction to computer programming. This is what I have edited. And I can, if I click on this one, I can make a duplicate of this. I can make a duplicate of another one. And I can reorder it also. We can bring the backward, forward. There are so many things I can do with the sticky notes. And I can change it also. I can change the orientation also. And of course, I want to make it little bigger possible. Okay. So this is one way of creating this one. I'll just make it small. So basically, it's a collaborative work. I am preparing the jam only, but it was not shared with any one of them. And of course, I can take one small picture also. So Google image search I'll take. Flipped classroom, for example. This is the task I had given. Like I can take a flower. Some flower, I have taken this flower. And of course, this flower I have selected. I am going to insert this flower. Right? And I can drag and drop it anywhere. So I can move back. This is the way it was done. Okay. And I can add this several new jam also while clicking the right arrow button. If I go to the left arrow, so this is the way. And of course, now I have created a jam in Professor K. Srinivas at nipa.ac.in. Okay. Now, here actually, I just want to give the name Jamboard demo. This is the name I had given this file. Now, this is from my point of view. My student point of view, how do I want to share it? I think this is very, very important to understand. Now you can see it on the top right corner. You find there is an option called share button is there. Now in the share button, so basically I can select only one person, or I can do one thing which is very interesting here. So I want to take anyone with this link can able to access anyone with this link. I take the second option, anyone with this link. And what is the role you are going to give? I want to give the role as an editor. I want to give this role as an editor. Okay. And I have copied this link, the same thing, whatever I explained earlier. I click on done. I click on done. Then from my mail, so my student is DRKS Vasu. Okay, my Gmail account. I sent this jam from my official mail account to my personal mail account. So when I open my personal mail account, it's opening it. So the jam, this is the jam of the Professor Srinivas. Since I have shared here, let me just wait. It may be taking a few minutes. Hope it is not gone to my this thing. No, it will be coming over there. Let me just wait for a minute. Okay. Now you see, I got a mail from Professor K. Srinivas. Now I am opening the jam. Now kindly compare these two things. The one I am showing is K. Srinivas. Okay, official. Now the one which I am opening is as a student. Okay, this one, actually I just want to edit. What I'll say, I'll edit it with welcome to programming, logic, technique. This is what I have written. Okay, as a student. Now I go back to my official jam. You see, it has been connected over there. And whatever, I think there are several. So this is the way you can give this work to several people. So this Jamboard is such a wonderful collaborative learning environment, which when you can use it. There is another similar platform, but limited number of Jamboard can be used more than 10. I have used more than 12 students. So I given a task to 12 students. I could able to see what is their contribution in this regard. There is another software which is also facilitating in this regard is the Padlet. So before I explain the Padlet, let me show you the difference between these two things. Jamboard and Padlet, both are interesting, But there is certain difference between these two things, which I just want you should. Yes, you can use it, Janardhan Reddy. The students can use page by page. You can create several pages. So Jamboard is basically a digital whiteboarding tool created by the Google. Of course, Padlet is again a collaborative learning tool. Jamboard can give you the access to the across so many things can be possible with this one. So let me show you for a minute the site of the Padlet. If you just go to the Padlet, okay. So if you simply go to the Padlet option, Padlet is also equally good, but Padlet has been restricted to only, Padlet is basically a wall layout procedure, a compact layout to post appear. So many things can be done with the Padlet. It's an educational startup company, and excellently. Earlier it was free. Now actually they have restricted to 3 users. Okay. And you can sign up for this one very easily. We can do, let me run a small video with this Padlet. This is again similar, almost similar to this thing. Okay. And again, same.
When I got hired, it was the best day of my life. My name is Talal, and I'm from Lahore, Pakistan.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a program called Padlet for remote teaching. Padlet is an interactive online bulletin that their classmates are doing work with community, even if that's hitting the like button, incredibly dynamic classes needs. Storage space. I've been using Padlet. I always use either to best fit you a solid color. You could make it a gradient color. My personal next you'll see who posted.
Same thing.
So
whatever the things we did in
like to turn
in the
downside
also
is that
we can do it.
If you ever need to access
but
the
setting, only problem what we started facing with the Padlet is it is only restricted to the 3 people, not more than that. Okay. So I think, friends, I will stop it here. But the task for the day is, and I think already I communicated to you that you please prepare the 2 weeks course with 4 topics of your choice. Okay, number 1. And number 2, kindly complete that. And I have already given you the type of project and how the project is going to be submitted to us. That was very clearly both the options I had shared it with you. But what is important to me is because tomorrow we will be talking about creating the videos. And I'll be using a tool called Screencastify, which is very easy to do because we can make the interactive and how can we upload into that video into the YouTube channel, that also. And also I'll try to explain to you that how do we edit that video also. There is a tool called Open Shot Video Editor. So tomorrow I will show you that how do we create these videos, the core essential videos. And ఏదైతే వీడియోలు నేను మీకు చెప్తున్నానో those videos also going to be uploaded into the system. I hope you enjoyed the presentation today. So we'll be seeing you tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon at same time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor K. Srinivas, for the enlightening session. Now, dear participants, so that's all for today. We'll again see you tomorrow at